Okay, you guys, sorry about the other video. I did not realize my microphone wasn't on, so whoops, that's my bad. But here we go. I wanted to walk through not only how to solve the problem, but how to get the assignment into Notability, because I know your iPad sometimes look a little different than my computer. So we're going to go to Course 2 on BB9, and then we're going to go down to Module 4, Percents and Proportions. Okay, we've been doing a lot of practice work with percents and with setting up proportions. So now we're going to go to percents with a calculator, because yay, we get to use a calculator on this unit. And then we're going to scroll all the way down to the percents clue activity, Great Mid-Unit Review. And I'm going to click on the activity PDF. Once I'm here, I am going to hit the square with the up arrow at the top, and I'm going to select Notability because that's where I want to send the copy. I'm going to create a new note because I want it to be titled the same thing as the assignment, and I'm going to hit import. Okay, and then I can go to my Notability, and here is my assignment. So the first one, we have here, what number is 59% of $45? So with every one of these problems, I would like you to set up a proportion, just like we've been practicing. So you have a line equals a line. I'm going to just change this quick. All right. Line equals line. And we are going to make sure that we draw this in. So we have our percent over 100. And we have our part over our whole. And those are just our little helpful reminders so we know where to put our information that we have. And we have 100 down here because 100 is our golden number when we're working with percents. So when I look at this here, I see that yes, we do know our percent. So I'm going to put 59 on the top because in the problem we know that we're trying to figure out what 59% of $45 is. So 59 is the percent, so that's going to go on top, and I'm going to put it over 100 because that is our golden number. Now, I have to determine, is $45 our part or our whole? So I'm going to look and think about this. What number is 59% of 45? So I know that 50% is about half. So I know that 45 is going to be our whole because I'm going to want to find out what roughly half of that would be. So I'd put 45 down here because that's our whole. And I don't know what our part is, so I'm going to put our variable, which is x. So now we have our proportions set up. Okay, and our next step, we need to draw our circles across. And they look more like ovals because that's going to give us a little hint as to what we need to multiply. I'm going to delete this just for now so that we can rewrite our problem. So I'm going to take this number here, which is a 100. I'm going to multiply it by x because that's what's in that oval. So I'm going to do 100 times x. And I'm going to put my equal sign. And then I'm going to do 59 times 45. Okay. Great. Now that I have that written, I want to simplify because in order to solve our equation, we need to simplify first. So I know that 100 times x is 100x, and then I put my equals, and the best part is we get to use a calculator on this one, so I am going to input in my calculator 59 times 45, which is 2,655. And so now I have myself set up here a really nice one-step equation. Okay, so I would follow my steps for a one-step equation. So step 1, I draw my line through the equal sign. Step 2, I look over here to see if I can get the variable by itself, and I can. So I am going to divide by 100, because when 100 is right next to x, it's being multiplied, and the opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm dividing by 100. And over here, I'm going to do the exact same thing. So what I'm left with on this side is x equals, and then I am going to do 2,655 divided by 100, which gives us 26.55. So my answer is $26.55. So 59% of 45 is $26.55. And I have solved for that problem. And I'm all done. So I'm hoping that if you have any questions on a different problem, you'll just message me on WebEx, and I can go ahead and help you through that.